Today on Fool's Journey Books, we're going to be diving into Chaos Magick.
Here we are, right?
Where it came from, how it works, and what Adrian Savage's An Introduction to Chaos Magick teaches us about becoming your own magic system. So Chaos Magick is a form of postmodern occultism that emerged in the late 1970s and early 80s in the UK. It's moving away from traditional systems like Golden Dawn and Wicca and Druidry and Thelema, and instead it's treating belief as like a tool, and it's very much like tool-based magic. It's something that you can shape and adopt and discard and remix into your own sort of system. Like no two Chaos Magicians systems are going to be the same. So the core idea could be seen as that there is no one truth. Truth is in flux from person to person, from reality to reality. And all of these different systems that are in place, these like more rigid systems, are maps. They are not reality. In Chaos Magick, these things are ways of seeing the universe and reality, and they can be picked up and remixed and discarded as one wishes. And the magician could be seen as like the cartographer drawing those maps. So the term Chaos Magick was coined by Peter J. Carroll, the co-founder of the Illuminates of Thanateros, or IoT, in 1987, which was a magic order devoted to experimentation and innovation. So Carroll was very influenced by Austin Osman Spare, who developed the concept of sigilization, or charging symbols with unconscious intent, which is something we'll come back to later with a little bit of like homework exercise at the end of the video. Spare's work was largely ignored during his own life, and he didn't see great success as an artist in his own life, but he was picked up later on and rediscovered by the Chaos Magicians. They saw him as someone who valued direct magical experience over hierarchy and tradition. So An Introduction to Chaos Magick by Adrian Savage lays out the key themes of the Chaos movement in this essay, which was published in 1988. So this being that belief is a tool, not a truth. You wear it like a mask and then take it off. Ritual is an option, only use what works. The symbols that you use are arbitrary, so use anything that is powerful to you. I know Grant Morrison,
I'm here to tell you it works, and you can do it. We can all do it.
Has talked about using like Superman or the Flash instead of Hermes in magical work. Anything that is a powerful, loaded symbol is something that could be used by a Chaos Magician. It doesn't have to be something that is from like a revered religious system. And like results are key. It's not about the aesthetics or the rigidness that you stick to a tradition. It's about results. So in this book, Savage does warn us against falling into magical narcissism, and reminds us that Chaos Magicians must refine their tools, test their ideas, and evolve. It's not about ego, it's about efficacy. And in reality, it requires self-discipline, self-awareness, and radical honesty. No video about Chaos Magick would be complete without a little bit of homework to do, an exercise. I'm going to repeat the famous sigil making one that I first saw in probably about 2005 on YouTube by Grant Morrison. Let me get a pen and paper, 1 second. So what you want to do is write down an intent on here, and it should be something that is very much in the affirmative and definite, not like I would like to, or it would be good if, or something like that. It's I will. Let's do something small and concrete, as we are just starters in the chaos field. I will sleep well tonight. I've written that down, and then we remove all of the vowels and repeating letters, and for what's left we will build our sigil. And then we're going to turn that distilled bit of text into a sigil, which should look magical. Basically it should look occult, it should look powerful. So be creative. Some people would use symbolism within their sigil that is related to the desire or the wish that they have and the statement of intent. So if it's something to do with being strong or powerful, you could use like Mars based imagery and symbolism, or anything. It could, like Superman or Batman or whatever. Okay, so there I have my finished sigil. Looks like something that you could find on a seal of Solomon or something like that. And the next step is to charge the sigil. Now you can do your own research into methods of charging the sigil. I'm going to try and keep it PG because of the nature of YouTube's algorithm.
Here we are, right?
But there's all sorts of methods. You want to get to a sort of mindless, thoughtless, subliminal, subconscious mind state whilst focusing with great intent upon the image of the symbol. If you can think of ways to do that, go for it. One way you could do is like press up to exhaustion over them whilst looking at them. You could just meditate while staring at them until everything else in your peripheral sort of fades away. Anything goes with Chaos Magick. And then after that, you destroy it. So you can tear it up, you can bury it, you can set it alight, plant something on top of it, whatever you want to do. Destroy it and then try and forget about it. Let it go into the universe and be released from you. And then it should drift into your subconscious and you should start to like act upon it in a way that you don't even realize. Some people begin to notice coincidences or coincidences, as someone I knew once called it, or like strange happenings that sort of suggest that things are moving towards that goal. Obviously, sleeping well tonight, that would be quite a quick turnaround. Yeah, so if you're ready to dive deeper, there are some other books. There's An Introduction to Chaos Magick by Adrian Savage, which is a perfect primer and is in the bookshop now. There's Liber-Null and Psychonaut by Peter J. Carroll, which has a lot of foundational theory. Condensed Chaos by Phil Hine, which is practical and funny. The Book of Pleasure by Austin Osman Spare, which is dense and visual and poetic. I do have one Austin Osman Spare book, The Life and Legend of London's Lost Artist, Austin Osman Spare by Phil Baker, which, yeah, as it sounds, is a biography. I will be posting that up on the site very soon, so have a look and see if it's there. You know what, I'll check in with Alan Moore, because I know he's quite critical of Chaos Magick, and we strive to be fair and balanced on Fool's Journey books. So I'll pick up my copy of Moon and Serpent Bumper Book of Magic by Alan Moore and Steve Moore, no relation, and see what he has to say about Chaos Magick. In retrospect, the field of Chaos Magick and its various axioms can be seen as attempted fast food magic, representing more the sense of effortless entitlement prevailing in late 20th century Western culture, rather than a genuine attempt to progress magical ideas into a form more relevant and adequate to the 21st century, which was then rapidly approaching. Despite all the assumed futurity of its adopted punk rock attitudes, it would seem to have been essentially a retrograde approach to magic, hardly more evolved than the love potions and curse dolls found in the lower reaches of voodoo ideologies discussed above. Although by no means true of all chaos practitioners, there was perhaps a tendency for some to construe magic as a mute vending machine, without a sacred aspect and not even needing money for its operation. An iPad or personal computer that will constantly provide a service at a brief touch of the screen without requiring any effort, thought, or understanding of the process involved. Whether the insights and experiences which result from utilizing such a magic system are of any use or value is of course a matter for the individual magician to decide, although our own opinions on the matter tend to echo the programmer's adage, garbage in, garbage out. Thanks, Alan. If you do make a sigil, let me know how you got on. Do consider picking up An Introduction to Chaos Magick by Adrian Savage, available on foolsjourneybooks.com. Follow, like, subscribe, share, and we're on Fool's Journey Weird Books on Instagram as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.